man, you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure.
I heard it.
What's going on, y'all? It's the boy Vincent, repping the boy Vincent Fitness, and I'm back again today with another YouTube video. And the topic, as you've already saw in the clip before, is, you know, gotta let rejection fuel you. And the topic, especially this comes from our good brother Michael B. Jordan. As y'all saw in the clip, he kind of had to check a little hood rap from back in the day that called him corny. Now, guys, this is something that when you're on your self-improvement journey, when you're leveling up, when you're reading books, you're hitting the gym, you focus on improving every day, this is something that you're going to have to deal with. Throughout your course of your journey, you're going to be in situations where let's say you meet a chick, you try to spit some game at her, holler at her, let's say y'all even worse, you're dating, and she chooses somebody else. Yeah, that might be a bad feeling, but at the end of the day, she's probably just not meant for you. But what's most important is you don't internalize that. You gotta have to keep pushing. You can use that as fuel for motivation. And as y'all saw with Michael B. Jordan, I mean, I guess they were saying they were making fun of him because of his name, because his actual name is Michael Jordan. I guess he puts the B in there so to have some sort of distinction between the actual Michael Jordan. As y'all saw in the video, I mean, probably was his whole life was hearing jokes about his name and all this other stuff, and that fueled him to create his own lane, to be the Michael B. Jordan, so to say. And as you guys can see, the guy's a phenomenal actor. I loved him playing Killmonger in the Black Panther movie. But guys, this is something that resonates with me a lot because my entire life, bro, I always was like the underdog. I was always the guy that nobody really believed in. And it's not just friends, not just people outside of my like friend group or anything like that. These is family members too didn't believe in me. Everybody kind of always counted me out, never really gave me that push of encouragement. So I always had to do it from within. Like, I mean, even when I moved over here to Germany, I remember it's people telling me, someone really close to me, especially a family member, told me that I was gonna fail and I was gonna be right back there. Guys, I've been here almost 8 years now. I got a really good job. I make more than the average person in my city, statistically. And on top of that, you know, I'm running this online coaching business. So I use that as motivation. Someone basically telling me that I was going to fail, and every time that I thought about giving up, it was easy to not give up because I always thought about this person saying this. And it's not just with that, man. Like, I remember when I was younger, I wasn't that cool at all, man. I was like a nerd. I remember my parents, they didn't have much money, so I was always going to school kind of in the whack clothes, always rocking Sean John and all this other stuff. Never really got no play from females at school. I was always just kind of doing my homework, playing Xbox with my friends, you know, playing Gears of War and stuff like that. And I always felt like almost like a loser, man, because I wasn't cool. Like, I wasn't popular. I never felt special. But what really helped me change that was when I started getting older and I saw all the things that I did in my youth start to kind of accumulate. I was getting that back end of what I did, specifically with like books and stuff, like learning shit. And it always helped me because I could always speak to people about very different topics, and it helped me to develop my personality. And even now, man, like, I've noticed you'll sometimes meet people and they're very one-sided in the topics that they understand because they never really had to develop their personality. It was either, you know, especially I'm a gym bro, this is a fitness channel, so to say. I was always in that one direction. You talk to some dudes at the gym, all they can talk about is just working out. Other than that, they don't really have much passions. They don't really do anything else. They never really were self-improving. They weren't reading books. They weren't learning things. And this all came from being basically the underdog my whole life. This all came from constant rejection after rejection, whether it be with girls, whether it be with jobs, whether it be with schools, whether it be with different opportunities, man. I never let that stuff keep me down, and I never let failure kind of keep me from pushing forward. Yeah, I would sometimes kind of, you know, be a little sad, mope around for a couple days, maybe a week or two. But after that, I always realized, okay, yeah, this is a part of life, but I got to keep pushing. Nobody's going to come save me. I have to keep going. This is also with the gym as well, guys. Like, sometimes you're going to be working out and you're going to be doing certain things. You're not going to see the results that you need to see. This is why you hire a coach like me. But at the same time, you have to kind of go through that trial and error to figure out what will work for me. And that's all part of the process. You're gonna do certain things and it kind of fail, almost like a rejection in a sense, but then you turn around and you learn from that and you recover and you figure out, okay, this type of training split doesn't work for me. Like push pull legs don't work for me, so I'm gonna do this instead. Or bro split doesn't work for me, I'm gonna do this instead. And that's the thing, guys. What I've noticed, especially in my life, is, man, like every rejection, it's for a purpose. Like sometimes, and I know it's very cliche, but sometimes rejection is God's protection. Sometimes you'll meet somebody and then you think, man, I really like her, and then you get to know her and like, okay, nah, I shouldn't have done that. Or let's say she ends up dating somebody else and then you kind of see from the sidelines like, oh my God, she's crazy as hell. But what's most important is, guys, when you're on the self-improvement journey, people are always going to come back. The same people that counted you out are going to be the same people that's going to be turning around telling everybody, wow, I knew Navoy one. I used to know him. You know, we went to school together. Now he's traveling or doing this or that, or he's has a YouTube channel, as you guys can see here. Or, you know, he's working as an online coach or speaking another language. People are going to be praising you or telling other people that they actually knew you, when in reality, at the time when you knew them, they ain't really believing you. So that's all I got to say today, guys. I'm going to keep it real short. And as usual, make sure to control the negative, like with anything in life, with bodybuilding or with life in itself. So I hope you guys have a good day. Y'all go ahead and stay safe out there. I'm out.